for this?
Welcome back to the Empire Sports and Mind podcast. We got a big episode here. We're here in 2026. Happy New Year's and Merry Christmas. Christmas doesn't end until January 6th. So we got, a lot of topics today. We're going to be talking about the Jets and Giants, their offseason, any plans, draft. The Jets and Giants are both playing tomorrow. I don't think we're going to be doing much preview of those games. Neither of them matter. But we'll also do a top 5, our top 5 favorite foods, and maybe the Knicks and Rangers at the end. But let's start with the Jets. John, any prevalent thoughts? What do you think?
I'm just so excited that the season's ending tomorrow, Matthew. Honestly, I think it's been a season to obviously forget. It's been one of the worst seasons I can remember as a fan. This is kind of on the same level as Adam Gase, that 3-win season with Adam Gase. So really excited that the season's over tomorrow. As we all know, the Jets, it stands for just end the season, and tomorrow it's ending, which is great. But now we have to look forward to the offseason. I know we say that every single year. But I'm looking forward to it. Obviously the Jets, if they screw it up and if they win tomorrow, they could end up with as low as the 6th pick in the first round, and they could end up with as high as the 2nd. They can't get the first anymore because the Raiders are so bad, unfortunately. So hopefully the Jets don't screw it up. Just lose against the Bills tomorrow. It's the Bills' last home game. They're going to be inspired to get their last home regular season home win at the whatever you call it, whatever they call it. What is it, Highmark Stadium? So they're going to be inspired to get a win there for their fans, the last home game there. So hopefully the Jets don't screw it up, and we'll see with the Giants, Matthew. I'm going to be rooting hard for the Raiders tomorrow against the Chiefs. Hopefully the Chiefs don't just Gardner Minshew, just stink it up for me tomorrow, please. And on behalf of all Jets fans, just screw it up for us. We'll see what happens. It's gonna be interesting to follow it. There's some great games on the slate, some bad games on the slate. But I'm honestly, Matthew, I got to be honest. I think it's the first game tomorrow that I'm not going to watch as a Jets fan. I'm not really interested in the Jets Bills. I'm just going to keep tabs on my phone. Pay attention to the score on my phone, and just whatever happens. If it's 43 Bills final score, I'll be happy. I don't really care. I'm not taking much stock into this game. Doesn't matter. But hopefully they end up losing and they don't screw up their draft position.
Yeah, so it sounds like Buffalo's playing their starters, right? With everything, even
I think they are. I think
I
saw Josh Allen was taking off the injury report. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So
I think so. They might play maybe Josh Allen for the first quarter because it's their, like I said, it's their last home game at the stadium. So maybe they're going to do it for the fans and just take him out, because I don't really think the game really matters for them, right? It's either they're the 4 or the 5 seed, so or whatever it is, 5 or 6 seed.
Yeah, I guess that matters. The seeding, I don't know. Does it? Maybe that matters.
Not really. I feel like Matthew, we all know the AFC is kind of wide open this year. So does it really matter who you're playing against? It's every team's kind of even match. It's I guess the Bills, who they rather play, the Jaguars or whoever the other division winner is, the Steelers. I guess they rather play the Steelers or the Ravens. So I guess 5 seed is what they're shooting for tomorrow. But I guess it really doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, to be honest with you. But we'll see what happens. Well, look, I'm hoping Josh Allen plays all 4 quarters. I hope he throws 5 touchdowns and has 400 passing yards, for all I care.
Yeah. I mean, I was looking, there was a tweet out there, the Jets offensive personnel tomorrow, and it's Brady Cook, who's their starting right? Keen Nguanu.
Oh, yeah, no Breece Hall tomorrow.
Right.
Which is great. That's awesome.
I mean, it's the skill group tomorrow, the starting tight end, Rucker. So it's a really difficult skill group tomorrow. Brady Cook's been terrible. I remember I want to circle back a week 3. You're oh, give Brady Cook a chance. I think it's funny looking back on it, but just been terrible. Yeah, I mean, I think, I'm looking at the roster. I think part of the problem is I think the Jets have placed too much value on these building blocks of, I guess, defensively, Jermaine Johnson or somebody like Will McDonald. I mean, I remember we were talking about Will McDonald a few podcasts ago. He had that 4-sack game. In the rest of the season, that was week 7. Yeah. The rest of the season, he's had 1 sack. He's very inconsistent. All of his stacks kind of come in 1 or 2 games. Jermaine Johnson now in 4 years, I know they've been injury, he has 13 sacks in 4 years. 3 of those, he's played at least 13 games. So, I mean, that's pretty much a full season. I think you're overvaluing these guys. These guys are like good players. They're not great
Yeah.
players. I don't think they're building blocks. And I think that's part of the overvaluation of like this. You're in a really tough spot. Like, it wouldn't be sitting here saying, Jermaine, we got to build around Jermaine Johnson. Like, I feel like it's similar for the Giants for Kayvon Thibodeau. Like, he's a okay, good player, but not like a building block or anything.
I think you're exactly right. I think, look, Will McDonald, I was high on him when he first came out. Had a pretty good rookie season, showed some flashes, the spin move. But after a while, when you do the spin move every single time, the offensive linemen, they know what you're going to do. You're kind of predictable at that point. So you kind of become ineffective. And we've seen that with, so far with Will McDonald. That one game, the first game of the year, he had 4 sacks. After that game, like you said, 2 more sacks the rest of the year. Not going to cut it. So what I think is the Jets need to address the edge rusher position in the draft. They have, Matthew, we all know how many picks they have. They have plenty of picks to address that position. Sorry, Matthew. They have plenty of, picks to address that position. And I think that it becomes a need. Jermaine Johnson, not going to cut it, was really bad. I think, he had the Achilles injury last season and really hasn't really recovered well this year. Kind of looks like a shell of himself. So need to address defensive line as a whole, because you lost Quinn Williams as well. So a lot of positions become positions of need, Matthew. And as we know in football, Matthew, things change on a dime. Will McDonald, I feel like the Jets should look to trade him while he still has value, I think. I think he still has maybe some untapped potential that teams may look, maybe he has some value, maybe like a 3rd or 4th round pick he might go for. You're probably not going to get nothing, anything more than that at this point. But maybe look to trade him, get something for him, rather than losing him for nothing, which I think that's a good idea for the Jets to explore. But we'll see what happens there. But Matthew, look, Jets need a quarterback. They need a corner secondary with defensive linemen. They need new linebackers. Pretty much, they need like a whole rebuild. The story of my life as a Jets fan. They need every single. Honestly, like if you see on the draft night, the needs should be every position but running back, because you have Breece Hall at this point.
Do they? I mean, he's a free agent.
Breece Hall is they can franchise tag him. I think they should. I mean, obviously, you got to have. If you want a young quarterback coming in here, you need some weapons for the guy. I think Breece Hall, he might not be like a long-term option and like a long-term solution. Maybe he's not going to be on the team for the next 6 years, but maybe have him on the team for the next 2 years and make the situation easier for your young quarterback that you're going to bring in. I think I just think that, look, you have so much cap space. It would make sense to tag him for at least the next year to make. Look, I don't know what you're going to do with the quarterback. Maybe you don't even bring in a rookie quarterback this year. Maybe they don't like the draft class. But I think it makes sense to keep him around one more year. But who knows? Maybe he forces his way out. I mean, I wouldn't blame him one bit if he requests a trade, because the team is so bad. He's been on a losing team his whole career. So I wouldn't blame him one bit if he wants out. But we'll see what happens there. But I would try to keep him at least. I would try.
Yeah, I mean, I think the most attractive thing about the Jets is you have 2 good tackles. But I mean, I would say that's about it. And I agree with you. I don't think that the Jets should draft a quarterback if they don't value those guys highly. I'm a big proponent in the first round. If you have a top 5 pick, 5 guys go to the Hall of Fame every year, you should basically be drafting a Hall of Famer in the top 5 if you have a pick in the top 5. So if you don't think that your quarterback's going to be a Hall of Famer, you probably shouldn't be drafting a quarterback. However, since the Jets are 3-16, probably going to finish 3-14.
Yeah.
I don't think it's crazy to say that they're going to be feeling pressure this offseason to do better next year and draft a quarterback. I know it's only 1 year in, but I think there's real conversation. I don't think there's real conversation, but there's like already some inklings, hints about whether firing Aaron Glenn is a good move. So I feel like the Jets front office is already going to feel pressure after 1 year to maybe overcompensate, pick a QB just because they have to, which they really shouldn't do, but I fear that they may. I mean, similar last year. I had the same fear with the Giants last year. They were going to pick a bad QB, whatever, Cam Ward trade up. It ends up working with Jackson Dart. Has been good.
It does it though. Like, I feel like it's not like 100% like known if Jackson Dart's going to be your guy moving forward. Like, yes, he's
22. But Johnny, he's 22 touchdowns, 5 interceptions. Better than any like quarterback I've seen. It's pretty good.
You know what, though? But yes, look, has he shown promise? Yes, but I'm just like so like. Is he going to be the Giants quarterback for the next 15 years? You can't tell me with a straight face that you're 100% certain that he's going to be the quarterback.
It's been the best quarterback play since, I mean, this year alone, it was above average quarterback play. I don't know.
I think, look, he's had a great rookie season. But I
Mhm.
just think that it's just so naive to just say claim him as a franchise quarterback or already. He's played in what 12 games as a rookie. I mean, look, the guy has shown promise, but next year he could suck. Who knows? I just think there's no
I mean,
guarantee with Jackson
I
Dart yet. I mean,
agree, but I'm not looking to crown him as like, is he a future Hall of Famer? Is he going to be
yeah,
great?
okay, that's
My,
fair. Yeah,
my thing is he was above average as a rookie. That's a pretty good sign. Half of the
yeah, it's a
QB
good sign. Yeah,
reading defenses. I have confidence that he's going to at
yeah.
least be above average for 10 years, and I'll take that over whatever else I've been getting, and the Jets have been
Yeah.
getting.
Look, I mean, the Jets haven't been getting much, Matthew, as we all know. But I think that if you look at the quarterbacks, I guess we'll discuss the draft class
Mhm.
this year. You have Fernando Mendoza, you have Dante Moore out of Oregon, and then you pretty much have like a big gap, and then maybe Ty Simpson out of Alabama, and then maybe the guy from Penn State, Drew Aller, who's kind of like taking a step back this year.
Yeah,
Probably should have declared last year because he was much better as a quarterback in college last year. Then you have
Mhm.
like by the way, what happened to this draft class? It was supposed to be this big time draft class.
They
Guy
said next year. They
guy
punted
from
it to
Clemson
next
was supposed to be so good. That guy played Klubnik. He's had a awful year in college. Might not even get drafted at this point. Just a really disappointing, from what was expected to be a really good quarterback class coming out of college this year. Now it's looking like very, very bleak. The talent looks very, just it's like slim pickings out there. I think Mendoza is a very good prospect. Do I think he's a perfect prospect, generational guy at number one? No, I don't. I don't think so. I don't think anybody thinks so. Does he
Mhm.
have some traits in a quarterback that you would like to see? Yes, he has a great arm. He throws a beautiful spiral, Matthew. Um,
Mhm.
is there some concerns there that he's not well equipped for the New York market? Sure. I mean, you see his interviews after the game, Matthew. That's not going to cut it in New York. I hate to sound like a bad guy, but that's not going to cut it in New York. Saying all these things, oh, the team is. Please, I think it's all an act. To be honest with you, I hate to bash this guy before he's even in the NFL. But like this is to me, it seems like he seems like a fake guy. I don't really know how to describe it better than just I think it's all an act. And I hope to hear look, I think he's a nice guy. But I just think that the post game interviews are way too much. I don't know what your thoughts on them, but like I just think it's just such a bad. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of his persona. I think it's all fake, to be honest with you.
It could be all fake. I don't think it's like a terrible look. Like he's saying the right things. It's not like he's doing like these like crazy things. Like he's the fakeness is at least like it's fake in that he's saying like the right things. So I don't really have a problem with it. From like other accounts besides the post game interview, I know your friend or whatever met him once, said he was very nice. Other
Yeah.
accounts say he's a good guy. I like his Instagram activity. It's like him going to church and stuff. So I mean, I don't really
Look,
have.
I'm not saying he's a bad guy. I'm just saying that like the post game interviews a little too much for me. And once you come to the Jets, you're not going to win many games. So what are you going to say after the games? After you lose games, you're going to be all positive and oh, everything's great and my teammates are great. Everyone's going to practice and we're working our tails off. And so no one wants to say, hey, buddy, if you come to the Jets, if you go to even if you like get drafted by the Raiders for that matter, you're going to suck your first year. Your team's not going to win many games. So I don't know what is he going to say, Matthew? What is his attitude going to be when he's not winning many games? That's my
That's
question.
true. That's a
What's it
fair
going to be?
concern.
He's going to give us that
Yeah, I
fake
mean,
bullshit. I mean, really, it's.
mhm.
I'm
I
already
think
tired of it.
I see tweets too. People don't think he's going to be the runaway best quarterback. They think it could be Dante Moore. From what I've seen, I like Mendoza more than Moore. I mean, other
Yeah.
guys in the draft. I like the guy. Did you watch the Ole Miss Georgia game by chance?
Yeah, I didn't watch it, but I did hear some good things about the quarterback there. Yeah,
I know
is he a junior? Is he
the guy's
currently
like
a
a
junior?
projected seventh round pick. Trinidad Chambliss out of Ole Miss, projected like
Great,
seventh.
great name, by the way. Great name that he has.
But I mean, from what I saw, he could throw the ball. It wasn't like a college offense. Was throwing the ball deep, was able to run the ball. So I don't know. Maybe he should be. I don't know. I'm not declaring him the best quarterback in the draft, but I'm saying seventh round. I mean, he looked better than a seventh rounder to me. Beat a really good Georgia team, but uh, yeah. So I don't know. I'm not really that wooed by the quarterbacks overall this draft.
I'm not.
And
Yeah,
I think if the Jets aren't either, my point is that they shouldn't draft a quarterback for the sake of just drafting quarterback.
I
And
know.
then
I agree. I think that. Yeah. Look, I mean, it's just like you're right though. They might feel some pressure that they have to draft a
I
quarterback that
think
they
they
have to
will. They went
right.
3-14.
And look, I think if you get the opportunity, say the Giants end up with the first pick, and you have the
Mhm.
opportunity to trade up with the Giants for the first overall pick, and you really like Mendoza, and you
You
end
really
up
better like Mendoza.
yeah, no, look, you better love him if you're going to pick him. If you're going to trade up to the first of all, you're trading up. It's the first overall pick. If you're picking look, the Jets, say, Zach Wilson second overall pick, That didn't work out. Got Joe Douglas fired. Sam Darnold didn't work out. Got Mike McCagnon fired. So I mean, look, if you don't get this right as GM, you're gonna probably end up losing your job. So yeah, you better get it right. But I think there's a lot to like about Mendoza. And I think that the Jets might end up falling in love with him. I just don't know if it's going to be a realistic option for them to pursue, because you hear all the great things that Tom Brady's saying about him, and we all know Tom Brady's involvement with the Raiders. So it sounds like to me, if the Raiders get the first pick, they're going to go with Mendoza. That's what it sounds like to me right now. I know we're still 4 months from the draft, it's January, and things can change from now. But right now, it looks like if the Raiders get the first pick, they're going to pick Mendoza, and the Jets are going to be left with maybe you get Dante Moore. But like, is he that? Like, I watched him in the playoff game, and I understand I haven't really watched tape on him. It's only me, really watching one game, kind of like it's not fair. It's not a fair assessment. But from what I saw, I wasn't like wowed. I was not. He threw some good passes here and there. But to pick this guy with the second overall pick, and some people, I think Mel Kiper actually has Dante Moore as his number one quarterback in the draft.
Right, that's what I'm saying.
Did I see that game? I didn't see it at all. I saw a guy that has potential, is mobile, has a good arm, but I saw a very raw prospect, and I saw a prospect that if the Jets ended up picking him, I would prefer to sit him in the first year and maybe get like another bridge quarterback type situation. But do the fans want that? Do they want to sit through another bad year? 3-4 win year. I don't know. People are gonna obviously, Matthew, the patience is lacking here. And I think that if the GM feels pressure, it's never a good thing. When the GM feels pressure from the fans, from the organization, it's never a good thing, because then they make decisions that are not in the best interest of the franchise long-term wise. So I think that it's never a good thing. And the Jets are always going to be in this position where you have the GM and coach feel pressure because they haven't won anything in the past 50 years. So it's always going to be a problem that these GMs are going to have to overcome. And we'll see if it happens here. I just think it's going to be very interesting to follow. But I mean, look, for the Jets, the Colts ended up, losing out here with Philip Rivers. I got to say, props to Philip Rivers, because he didn't look that bad. He really didn't. He held his own. I thought there was a guy, obviously you see his, pictures of practice. I mean, and he looked really out of shape. He looked like he gained, maybe about 100 pounds since he's retired. So you thought it was going to be a failure. It really wasn't. He played pretty well, actually, for the most part. I think the second game he played pretty good. He had over 300 passing yards, and the defense didn't do many favors. They probably should have won that. He probably should have won that game if his defense actually, showed up that game. So props to him, Matthew. Really, props to Philip Rivers on a great career. He should be a first ballot Hall of Famer. I know he reset his clock now. Now it's in 5 years. He will have the ability to get elected to the Hall of Fame. So I think he should be a first ballot Hall of Famer now, honestly.
Yeah, I know he's hinting at retiring, but I mean, honestly, I'm not even like joking. I wouldn't like, the Jets should just bring him in next year or something. I don't know.
Look, if he's interested and you end up drafting a quarterback, maybe sit that quarterback, have Philip Rivers at least start the year, maybe halfway through the year, then you start your rookie quarterback, right? It's not a bad idea to at least look into it and explore it. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. No, I don't think so.
I mean, I think half of playing quarterback is obviously reading the defense, as I said that earlier. And I think there's real knowledge that a veteran quarterback can bestow upon a young quarterback. Phil Rivers, 5 years off, comes back, doesn't look like he's really missed this. I mean, whatever. Looks like a competent NFL quarterback. I think that really says something. Not about his physical ability. I think he's was a little bit out of shape, but really about his ability to read defenses, make throws, whatever, understand what's going on, understand the playbook. So yeah,
and honestly, Matthew, I was talking to somebody the other day about this. I think the fact that Philip Rivers, the guy that has been sitting on his couch the past 4 years, can come in and show and really play respectable games, I think it's just like a testament to the league. It's like maybe the quarterbacks suck in the league today. It's like he's putting up stats that are like a top 10 performance of the week for in terms of quarterbacks. It's like this guy could sit out for 4 years and play like this. Watch football one Sunday, play football the next Sunday, and perform like that. It's just like, it's a testament to the league. It's the quarterbacks in the league today, they stink. And you see Jackson Dart. Another problem I have with Jackson Dart is, Matthew, and this might be, that he had his hard count is a clap. You see Philip Rivers at the line. He's seeing the pressures. He's adjusting accordingly at the line. He's switching the play based on the zone, whether it's cover 2, cover 3. He's changing at the line. Do you see that with Jackson Dart? Do you see that with any of the quarterbacks for that matter?
Well, I've seen improvement. I will say that was right on the Gruden interview. He said that, but I think there's been
absurd.
But he's starting at 0. A lot of these he's starting at 0, and there's been improvement. So I don't want to necessarily bash him for that. That's what they asked him to do, obviously.
But like if you're a quarterback and if you actually want to have sustained success, if you want to, if you want Jackson Dart to be a winning quarterback, Matthew, he's gonna have to make some changes at the line. It's not gonna be
okay. They didn't ask him to do that at Ole Miss, obviously. They just asked him to clap. That's not him. That's saying here's what we're doing.
It's not on him, but I'm just saying, like, it's just like a lost start. And I think you see it's not just like Jackson Dart, a lot of quarterbacks. Even Caleb Williams, you don't see him making adjustments at the line. You don't see Bo Nix making adjustments.
I agree. It places a lot of emphasis on the offensive coordinator just to mindlessly run an offense. But like, you got to see okay, now what's on the field? Okay, now the adjustment.
Yes, that's part of the game.
Once you're set, the offensive coordinator can't give you any more instructions. Now it's on you. So the offensive coordinator makes a call. The defensive coordinator makes something that corresponds, makes like a good call defensively or whatever. They're in zone, man, cover 3, cover 1. Now it's on the quarterback to and you're right, it is a lost start. The quarterbacks just mindlessly run. Of course, they know the playbook, but they know where everyone's running, but they're not really responding to what the defense is doing.
No, these quarterbacks today, it's like it really is sad because like once Rodgers might be playing his last game tomorrow, and that's like the last quarterback from that era if he ends up retiring after this year to go, right? The 2010s quarterbacks, like we mentioned, Philip Rivers, Aaron Rodgers, Ben Roethlisberger, Tom Brady. Among some of the names, Drew Brees. He's like the last quarterback from that era to go. So it's sad. What'd you say?
We still got Flacco.
I mean, look, Flacco is another guy that makes adjustments at the line. You see it, all game with the guy. I mean, it's just I don't know what happened. So what are they teaching these quarterbacks nowadays? It's like just to do one clap. It's like don't look what defense they're running. Don't look at what pressures they might be bringing. Just clap and just run the play I gave you. Seriously, come on.
Right? No, that actually is what people are telling the quarterbacks is the offensive coordinator knows more than you. He has so many years. So the offensive coordinator is going to call the play. He knows more than you. And you're
like newsflash, Matthew. The offensive coordinator is probably a guy that's never touched a football field in his life.
Right. I mean, look, I agree. But I'm just telling you what they said. So on another note, we've 22 minutes on the Jets. I just want to quickly shift to the Giants. Keeping Shane, obviously controversial. I don't like the reasoning that the Giants are giving for this. They're saying because Mara has cancer, he's not in a position to lead a GM search, which I think is, prayers to the Mara family.
No, terrible. Yeah, of course. Yeah,
this is a $10 billion business. You hire an outside firm. You employ your sons. Your sons are currently employed by the New York Football Giants. You have them run the search. You have another owner who owns 50% of the team, Steve Tisch. You have him do the search. This is not, this is not a bakery where the baker has cancer and you can't bake the goods anymore. This is a $10 billion business. It's not a good excuse for keeping Joe Shane. No. I'm fired up about it. It's a really bad excuse.
No, it's not bad at all. It doesn't make you a bad guy at all. I just think it's just seeing things from a honest perspective, saying, he's sick. And, look, obviously prayers to him. Cancer's a terrible thing.
I want him to beat cancer.
At the same time,
again, but
you have all the money in the world. You could hire any firm in the universe to lead this search, and you choose. No, you know what? I'm sick. Let's just make it easy and just keep the same GM who sucked the past 4 years. Is won us a total of 5 games the past 2 years. Like, come on, that's a joke. Let's be honest, it's a joke, and you should be fired up about it because it's just the owners in New York, Matthew. New York football owners stink. John Mara stinks. Woody Johnson is probably he's even obviously he's a little worse than that. But it just boils me up. It really it does. Yeah. It's absurd. Just like you have all the money in the world, hire a search firm. It's not that hard.
Yeah,
and that's just a lame. I think it's just honestly I hate to call it this. I probably should reword it. It's not a lame excuse. It's just it's an excuse though. It is an excuse. And you hate to the guy has a terrible thing, but it's a very unacceptable excuse. That's another way to put it. I think it's a fair way to put it.
Look, I get he's a respected. He is a very for whatever reason he's a very respected owner in football. But his sons, he employs his sons. Tim McDonald's, his son-in-law, is like the president of football operations. There are guys that you have in these meetings that are family members, and there's so many guys that could run the search.
Oh yeah.
Not to mention search firms, not to mention just general consensus, like bring in a few candidates to interview. There's so many ways you could have done this. I just think I agree. I think it's lame.
And by the way, it's is it you're literally looking for a new head coach this year? Isn't that the same thing? It's okay, I guess
Shane. So they're having Shane do it. That's the idea.
And by the way, that's really bad. That's a bad sign because Shane got Dable. He got Dable wrong. what makes you think he's not going to get another coaching decision wrong? Like, I think it's just a bad way to go about things.
Yeah.
Have Shane lead the search. What you trust this guy Shane?
No, but I don't trust
Matthew. We saw this 2 years ago in Hard Knocks. The organization is a disaster. We saw this in Hard Knocks. They don't know how to run. They thought Saquon Barkley, oh, he's never going to go to the Eagles. We don't have to worry about that. He's never going to go to the Eagles. Well, guess what? He went to the Eagles and he won a Super Bowl with them. So you were way off about that. What a clown! I think it's honestly it's a clown show. Both teams in New York right now are run like clown shows. It really is. It's a sad state for the fans, but it's the truth.
Yeah. I mean, the drafts are so bad. I mean, the drafts are not good. Right? You have Evan Neal, the 2023 draft, Jalen Hyatt, Deontay Banks. I mean, they just haven't been good drafts. Like the saving grace, I guess, has been finding Dart, right? Finding Dart. I mean, maybe you have your quarterback right. As you said, it's not like a certain thing. It's not like he lit it up this year. He was like above league average, which since Eli Manning retired, we just haven't seen.
Yeah.
So it's refreshing, I guess. But yeah, I mean, yeah, the young nucleus. They always talk about the young nucleus. I don't really. I mean, it's like you got these players, Malik Neighbors, Abdul Carter from top. Like I could have picked Abdul Carter. You could have picked Malik Neighbors. These were top 5 picks, consensus picks. Like it's not that hard to do that. I mean, he deserves absolutely no credit for the team going 3-13 as a result, getting the number 3 pick, and as a result, picking Abdul Carter. So
I agree.
So I think it's like I don't trust free. He's worse. The drafts are like, okay, at least he makes like consensus picks. Like Evan Neal was consensus too, but I think the free agency is even worse. It's like they overpay. They always like want to be active in free agency, and then these guys are busts 1 year later. Darius Slayton has been terrible this year. He's on the hook for like $20 million next year.
That's really bad. That's a bad signing. And how about that guy Bobby Okereke, the linebacker? He hasn't been that great since the first.
I mean, at least he's making it to the end of his contract. He's been
he is
for years.
That shouldn't be the standard. That shouldn't be the standard of signing free agents if they make it to the end of their contract. It shouldn't be the standard. The standard should be if you pay guys, big money, they should be performing at high levels. It shouldn't be the standard if they make it to the end of their contract. So I think that you're right. The Giants have been in disgrace, and you have no faith that Shane's going to find the right coach.
No. Why would I?
Some of the names that we're hearing right now: Robert Saleh and Kubiak from the Sea. I mean, I think
Kubiak's the best option, but I don't think he's at the top of their list.
No, he's a good name, but is he really gonna? I mean, Robert Saleh. I mean, why even bring the guy in for an interview? We all know how it's going to turn. I mean, the guy coached in New York already. We know how it's going to end up. The guy is a good defensive coordinator. He is a horrible head coach. He doesn't know how to run a team. They're going to say, "Oh, he's a CEO type." By the way, I hate when people say, "Oh, I want a CEO head coach, a CEO guy." By the way, it's AKA CEO, also known as doing shit, not calling offensive plays, not calling defensive plays. CEO. I hate that CEO, and that's exactly what Aaron Glenn is right now. A CEO. He's not going to call the defensive plays. He's not going to, call the offense. He's going to do nothing. He's basically just going to be a mouthpiece. Like, what even is a CEO? What do you even do as a coach? What do you just say? On the headset, just listening to the plays that are being called, and you have no say over them. I don't really understand the CEO bullshit.
I want a real motivator. Is what I really want in all sports. I don't
want a guy that calls plays. I want a coach that calls plays.
Well, I don't really care. If you have a good offensive coordinator, you have a good offensive coordinator.
No, but look, if you're such a great head coach, you call plays. You think John Madden didn't call plays? You think Vince Lombardi wasn't calling plays? Get the hell out of here, please.
I don't want performative step running. What I really want is behind the scenes, somebody's going to motivate the team, get the team going. I don't care. The steps does nothing for me. That
was the biggest bullshit. I mean, running up. I don't get. Do your own. I don't care they running up steps, but like, and you'd have the same reporters. We'd have the same thing every single week. I don't care. Nobody cares that he's running up the stairs. No one gives a crap.
Well, today I watched Miracle on Ice, the movie.
Oh,
I'm wondering where the fuck are the Herb Brookses anymore? That's my question. Where are they? There's no more in any sport. I'm thinking in hockey. Herb Brooks yelling instructions the whole game against the Soviets from the bench, yelling instructions. I watched Mike Sullivan. He's like a mute on the bench. He's like mute.
Mike Sullivan. Let me say something about Mike Sullivan. I guess we'll transition now into the Rangers. Okay, that guy is a lifeless prick. That guy stinks, by the way. And I know that I still think he's a good coach. I think it's in there. But right now, I see a guy that obviously, he looks like a zombie on the bench. It looks like he doesn't motivate his team. He looks very lifeless. He actually looks honestly like I hope it's healthy. I hope he's doing all right health wise. He looks pretty bad. He looks like he has no color anymore. he looks kind of off to me. I don't know about
Yeah.
you, Matt. Maybe stuff's going on, personal stuff. I don't really know what's going on. Maybe it's his marriage. I don't really know. I don't really want to, speculate anything
Mhm.
there. But he looks a little off to me. I don't know if, it's something that you've noticed, but he looks a little off to me.
No, I don't think he's. I think I bet you he's good behind the scenes. I bet he's just like buttoned up, tied. I
But
don't
if
know, but
Matthew, I
I'm
really I
not
hope
seeing
he's
the
giving the
result.
team a speech after every game because we heard from Laviolette. There'll be some games that they would lose a horrible game, and he wouldn't even address the team. I hope he's addressing the team after
Yeah.
every game. That should be the standard for coaching now.
Yeah, I mean, look,
Standard.
I don't want to be too harsh on Sullivan because the roster is like terrible. You see who's
Yeah,
like,
no, I get. Look.
there was somebody on the third line yesterday who I just never seen before.
Yeah.
You know that Dowling or something? You see that guy?
Couldn't tell you who that is. I really couldn't tell you where they got him from. I couldn't tell you.
So I
No.
think it's Justin Dowling. Never heard of him.
Did they
on the
draft
third
him?
line.
Did they draft him or no?
No, he was like 35 or something.
I mean, where are these guys coming from? See, I mean, this is the say of the team. And look, they won yesterday, Winter Classic. And by the way, Matthew, can we talk about how much of a sham the Winter Classic was?
No,
I mean,
it's not
a
right.
Winter Classic in Miami,
Only be
Florida.
cold weather.
The state that does not have winter. Florida has 2 seasons: spring, summer, and whatever. So it was honestly just summer. The whole fucking year's summer at this point.
Summer and then hotter summer.
It's just summer. Yeah, it's a less warm summer and a brutal summer. There's no in between. And just to have the Winter Classic at Lone Depot Park, where it seats a total of 36,000 people, the setup looks like shit. Not aesthetically pleasing at all. Not one bit. You have Winter Classics. Ottawa was at the big, in front of that big building in Ottawa. You had a Winter Classic in Wrigley Field. You had a Winter Classic that was in Fenway Park.
Yeah.
And then you go to Lone Depot Park. I mean, are we serious? What a terrible venue. I don't know if you saw the intermission, the performers at intermission. They were, embarrassing for the league. Who even are some of these people? I haven't even heard of. I haven't heard of anybody that performs at that intermission, whatever you even want to call it, a clown show, music performance, whatever. It was terrible. Just a total disgrace. I think it was a bad look for the NHL. And I hope they pick a better venue next year. I really do, because this venue just is not going to cut it for me. It's terrible. Disgraceful.
No, I think it's meant to be played. It's meant to
It's meant to be played on. By the way, it's meant to be played on New Year's Day too. That's another.
Yeah, that's something. But it's meant to like resemble pond hockey, like how people grow up playing pond hockey, and you just don't. You can't do that in Florida, so it has to be in cold weather. MetLife ends up even. I know you went to MetLife. It was a great game, whatever. Even MetLife to me is a little Yankee Stadium. These things are like a little fishy. I mean, it needs to be like in not a non-stadium spot for me.
I agree. I agree with that. Yeah, I think that Central Park would be great.
If you could play
I think Central Park would be a great venue.
Brutal place in Canada on a pond. That's what I want. A pond Winter Classic.
Yeah, give me like minus like sub, negative 20, Fahrenheit. Give me like Alberta, the heart of Alberta. Some random pond in Alberta, give me.
Yes,
that would be way better than Lone Depot Park. We all know that.
Snowing
snowing. I want to see hail. I want to see fucking hail. I want to see snow squalls. That's what I want to see.
I like when the goalies are wearing the winter pom-pom hats. That's what
it's the best. Yeah, I agree. What a terrible venue. I mean, what a brutal venue. That should not be allowed again, Matthew. I think if you are, it has to be below 30. It has to be below freezing, or else you can't have the venue there. You can't.
Yep.
Sorry, it's not a Winter Classic. It's a Summer Classic. I'm going to call it this. The less brutal Summer Classic was yesterday.
And you know what? Actually, I'm going to retract my statement. The Winter Classic has to be played whatever, cold pond. The Stadium Series, they can do whatever they want with.
I agree. Yeah, because that was MetLife Stadium.
Nobody cares about the Stadium Series.
No, I mean, did they even have one this year?
It's in Florida too. It's Tampa Bay and Florida.
Why?
Raymond James. That's a little better though. A little better.
No, I like the football. I do like the football stadium setup because everyone has a good, semi decent view. Yankee Stadium. We went that one time at Yankee Stadium. We couldn't see shit. We couldn't see
glare.
shit.
Remember glare?
Like Matthew, we were watching the game on the big screen the entire time. We couldn't see anything.
We left.
Why even go? Why? I mean, you're gonna be. By the way, I went to the Winter Classic. I went to one Winter Classic at Citi Field 2018, and I couldn't see anything.
The baseball was terrible.
It was. I think the temperature was like 10 degrees. We ended up leaving after the first period. It was so bad. It was brutal experience. There's honestly there's no reason to go to that. Literally no reason.
Football stadium or pond. That's my rules. No.
I think Central Park would be a phenomenal venue. Central Park. I think Bryant Park would be great. I think Rockville Center maybe would be awesome.
That is not a regulation size.
No, but look, Matthew, you can extend it with anything with money, Matthew. You can make it possible, right?
Central
Anything
Park
is possible with money.
That'd be interesting.
That'd be awesome. In front of the tree, that'd be magical.
Yeah,
that'd be awesome.
There's potential. There's
There
potential.
is. Look, Matthew, look, like I have very good ideas, creative ideas when it comes to wrestling and the script writing. When it comes to Winter Classic venues, I'm very innovative, and I think the NHL should consider hiring me, or the World Wrestling Entertainment should consider hiring me because I have some good ideas for script writing.
New script writer.
New script writer John Cosenza. I would be much better than Triple H. I'll tell you that. I'll tell you that right now. So
yeah.
Anyway, look, I think the Giants and the Jets just root for losses tomorrow, and just let's just see how the rest of the slate plays out.
Yep.
We'll see.
Fair enough. All right, let's move into our top 5. We're doing this on the fly. Top 5 dishes or foods.
Dinner dishes.
Dinner dishes, officially what we're calling it. Why don't we flip a coin?
Yeah, you know what? You could go first.
Some in mind.
You won that. Hey, you won the Christmas movies. You go first. You could choose if you want to go first or second. Obviously, you're gonna go first, because like
this is not a snake.
Not a snake, so
it's not, if it were a snake, I would consider it. But
yes, yeah.
No, I'll go first. Look, I'm probably.
I'm gonna make the theme. Let's make the theme. What's a dinner color? I guess you know what, like a purple is a good dinner color.
Okay, I'll go my top dish. A high quality steak.
Well, you have to specify it though. Okay. What steak? An 8-ounce, filet mignon, 8-ounce New York strip.
No, like more. No, not filet mignon. I'll give me.
Well, don't give me the quantity. Just give me the freaking steak. Give me the cut of meat.
I don't know what's that like. Prime. What is good?
Prime rib?
No, give me just a New York strip. New York strip is good. Really good New York strip. Give it to me, medium rare to rare. I like it rare, but I don't want them to give me like a disease at this. I like it rare. Well,
you don't want to get salmonella at the same time, but you know what though? I give you
rare as possible.
I think steak has to be somewhat rare, or else it just ruins the meat. It ruins it. Why? Honestly, like I don't get the people that they get steak and they get it medium well. Why even order steak at that point? It's not even steak. It's just char. It tastes terrible. Well, it ruins the meat. It's not even steak anymore. It's just
I have to douse it in like ketchup and barbecue.
I gotta be honest with you. If you overcook, say you go to a great steakhouse and you get a great cut of meat, they have a great cut of meat. If you cook it medium well, it's the same. Honestly, if you got a Costco steak, it's the same thing that you're eating. It's the same thing. Once you overcook it to a certain amount, it's the same thing. It doesn't matter the quality of meat. It doesn't matter at that point. It's the same thing. Same taste. Terrible.
I agree.
I
agree. I said, look, as rare as possible. I like it. As rare as safe.
I agree. That's a great take. All right. For me, this is an interesting. All right. I'm going to go. It's tough. I don't know. I got to bounce back because the last list was an absolute disaster for me.
It was terrible.
The Christmas movie was just the worst list ever. I think that anybody's ever assembled. So I'm in for a bounce back here. I'm just thinking about like all the tough. I'm gonna go. Man, this is really tough. Give me a. Oh man, it's really tough, Matthew, to just not have anything prepared here.
Oh no.
Oh no. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Fuck. I might go with like something really crazy here.
At the number 2 spot.
You know what? Give me veal parm. I like veal. Veal parm, number 1. I know. I think it's a don't laugh. It's a good pick. Veal parm.
I think that pick belongs at like number 10. I would say
veal parm. Look, veal is great. There's a reason why veal is the most expensive meat at an Italian place because it's a good cut of meat. So
look, I agree. I like a nice veal parm. I don't get it every time. I don't know if that's like the number 1 dish that for me.
Oh, great veal parm, number 1, baby.
Solid. I would have a veal parm. What do I end up having? I probably end up having it like twice a year. That's probably.
No, look, it's a it's not the what most people would expect me to pick at 1, but look, when you have nothing prepared, it's sometimes you fuck up, and I think I fucked up there.
Okay, 2. I'm gonna go with a nice pie I'll eat the whole pie. So I'll eat the whole pie of pizza. Specifically, I'm gonna have to go with spumoni. I mean, it's my top. It's not everyone's top. It's my top. So I guess it's square Sicilian pizza pie
So,
spumoni.
so for the people that don't know Simone Gardens, it's an upside down slice. So they put the sauce and then you have the cheese, right? Is that what it is?
Whatever they do is great.
Yeah, it's whatever. It's like upside down, kind of. For the people
Whatever.
that,
The magic there, I think, is the dough they use for the Sicilian. The dough,
yes. Oh, it's great. Yeah, the dough rises. It rises tremendously. Yeah,
it's a lot of yeast, I guess. I don't know. I would love to know
There's a lot of magic happening with that dough.
It's a really big pie. I'll eat whatever I can, and then the rest I'll bring home.
All right, LMB Simone Gardens. All right, that's very specific. I'm gonna go. All right, I actually have a lot of options here. I'm gonna go lasagna. Let's go lasagna.
That's a good pick. That's a bounce back.
Good bounce back. 2 Italian dishes for me so far. So I think I have to enter the Japanese cuisine soon. Maybe the American. Maybe Chinese. We'll see. Could be a wild card pick for me next one. But I think that's a good pick. I think that's a safe. Lasagna is a very safe pick. I get lasagna quite often at restaurants, and I'm very, very rarely disappointed by lasagna. I think it's hard to mess it up.
Right. I would have to agree with that. I think it's a really good bounce back from you. You get more. I think better than veal parm. I mean, given the choice between.
Yeah, look, I could, but you know what though? I'm gonna have to roll with what order I picked it. Veal parm is number one. That's what came to my mind. Like I said, I fucked up, but look, I'm gonna bounce back the rest of this draft.
Okay, fair enough. Yeah, I guess I guess I had my pizza. I'm gonna go with just a really good burger. A really good burger.
Yeah,
I guess also rare, if possible. Rare, medium rare. It could be a burger. Could be a little more cooked than the steak. The steak you have to cook. You have to cut it. It has to be red. The burger, I like it. The rare for the juice, but it's not so much about like the taste. You put it between the bread. Either way, it's fine. You put ketchup, whatever. Tomatoes good. I've recently warmed up to cheese a little bit. It's a little better. Lettuce, I take the lettuce out. I eat the lettuce separately. Yeah, that I mean fries. I don't get fries. Just give me the burger. The burgers. That's a good pick.
No, it's very good. It's a very strong pick. I think it's just like the burger to me is like reliable. It's like you go to a diner, you're gonna get a burger. You go to a pub,
you're gonna get a burger.
Right? It's just like reliable. It's like it's very hard for the restaurants to screw it up unless you get a burger at Topgolf. They can screw it up, and it might fuck with your insides a little bit. They might screw it up. So from first hand experience, just take my advice. If I can advise my audience on one thing, do not order the burger at Topgolf. Don't do it. Don't do it. You don't want to know why, but just don't order the burger at Topgolf. Mm-hmm. With that being said, I'm going to make my third pick here, and I'm going to go into maybe I'll go American. Maybe I don't like I went to Italian, but I love Italian food. It's just like very tough to. It's hard to like because I have another Italian dish in mind. I just don't know if I should do it 3 in a row. It's kind of weird.
Yeah.
But you took like the main American dishes like steak and burger. What else is there left? Like corned beef. It's like I mean, I guess it's an Irish dish. I don't know. Like I just don't know what to do here. And then again, now it gets a little tricky, especially when we don't have anything prepared. So it's like it gets a little tricky here. But I'll think of something. Oh man, what can I do? I'm gonna do. You're gonna have no idea what this is. Spaghetti kimao, a Thai dish. Very good. It's like kind of like a pasta bolognese, but like
this may ruin your chances.
No.
I'm keeping track. I'm keeping track of what you picked. Well, how do you spell that?
Spaghetti kimao. I couldn't tell you how to spell it. Just look it up, and I guess it will correct it for you. But it's a great dish. It's like the best way I can describe it. It's just not going
to resonate with the voters.
No, it will. I think if people like Thai food, it's going to resonate with them. I think it's the best way to describe spaghetti kimao is it's like a spaghetti bolognese, but the Thai version has a little spice. But it's excellent. If you go to a good Thai place, spaghetti kimao, I highly recommend you order spaghetti kimao. It's an excellent dish, and it's gonna be a great. This dish is gonna win me the whole thing, Matthew. Great dish, kind of out of left field, but it's a great dish. So I'm gonna go.
Let me tell you what, you didn't need to pick that at 6. You could pick that at 10. That was misplay by you.
Yeah, but I don't know. I feel like all the obvious stuff's off the board, so I feel like you could go kind of with a wild card like that.
Okay.
I think everything pretty obvious is off the board at this point.
I'm gonna go an interesting one. I want some diversity. This is still pretty American, but I guess it touches on some like South American, Mexican roots. I'm gonna go with chicken quesadilla, and
All right.
so personally, I would actually prefer the steak quesadilla, but I already have steak and hamburger red meat represented, so I'm gonna go with the chicken, a close second. I
Yeah,
don't usually
okay.
like chicken, but when it's with the cheese quesadilla, no onions, no peppers, obviously. But then it's good. Then it's good. So I'll go chicken quesadilla.
All right. So it's just like a chicken for you. If there's no onions or peppers, it's just gonna be a chicken and cheese wrap at that
Yep.
point, pretty much. Okay. That's not okay. I mean, okay, whatever. Don't have to. Hey, you don't have to specify that you're not gonna include the onions and peppers on there. Just say
Well, it's
just say
going in as chicken
it's going
quesadilla.
in as a
Do whatever
chicken
you want.
quesadilla.
It's
Yeah,
heavy.
however people like a chicken quesadilla, it's going in as that. Okay, that's fine.
Same with the
Um,
burger. You put whatever you want on your burger. You put mustard. Mustard's not included on the burger. I
yeah,
don't.
you're right. You're right. All right. Now I'm kind of at in a bad spot here because I have veal parm, I have lasagna, and I have spaghetti kimao. All pop. Very interesting list for me. It's like dinner dishes. I feel like we're forgetting some pretty obvious things here. Um, whew. All right. Man, I'm at a total loss. I have no idea what I'm gonna do for my next pick. No, literally no idea. I'm kind of lost here.
uh,
Let me do. ah, God, I feel like I have to like enter. I had to pick like a. I have to pick a pick that people are gonna resonate with at this point because spaghetti
yes.
keyma's not gonna do
Yes.
anything for me.
That'd be good.
I'm gonna do. I'll do a steak burrito. The hell, steak burrito. That's my
I don't know
personal
if
favorite.
that's gonna resonate. I don't know if you may have missed the mark on
A
that one.
steak burrito? Who doesn't like a steak burrito?
I don't know. I don't eat steak burritos. I like steak. I
What do
put
you
steak
think?
at 1-1. I don't eat steak burritos.
I'm gonna go with steak burrito at number 4. I think my list is kind of like it's really strong. It's gonna be hard to beat at this point. I think my list is very strong. That just solidifies my list. That steak burrito number 4.
Yeah, so that's interesting. I don't know. It's like yeah, I guess you're trying to appeal to like the Chipotle audience. I don't know.
Yeah, yes, that you know what though you took. Yep, that's exactly what I'm doing, and I think it's gonna win me a lot of people. It's gonna win a lot of people over for me. So
Okay. I mean, but the thing is, a lot of people go to Chipotle and they get the bowls. They get the bowls. When I go, I get the bowl.
no,
So
but Matthew, I'm gonna say steak burrito. It could be a steak burrito bowl. It could be a steak
no, wait,
burrito.
it's a burrito that has the wrap. It's not a
Well, no,
bowl.
but Matthew, at Chipotle, it's called a burrito bowl, right? So it could be a burrito bowl. Hey, it's however people want to take it. They see
Yeah,
the
it is
steak
however
burrito.
people want to take it, but nobody's gonna take it as the bowl. So you're actually not gonna appeal to the Chipotle audience.
Hey, it's the same thing. Same thing. Say, hey, you put the same stuff on the burrito.
So the good news is I've left a spot here for another Italian dish because I've just done pizza. So I've really opened the door for a good Italian dish. So a lot of ways I can go. I'm gonna just think out loud because it's my final pick. I don't really care what you pick for your end.
Yeah.
I could go spaghetti meatballs. I could go. I personally do not like spaghetti. So
I agree with that. Good take. Good take.
so yeah, I don't really want to go. I like
I'm not a big
meatballs.
fan of
I would
spaghetti.
like, I'd rather have just
It's a
give me
bitch to eat.
meatballs.
It's a bitch
Honestly,
to eat.
but no, I don't like spaghetti.
Yeah, it's very
Good
annoying.
You know what I might go with? Huh.
But then again, I'm saying that and I literally picked spaghetti keema. I'm saying I don't like spaghetti as well, but I literally picked it as one of my dishes.
Yeah. Oh no. Dude, not too good.
At least I caught myself in the hypocrisy.
I'm gonna go with. You know, what I'm gonna go with sausage, broccoli rabe, and orchette.
That's not bad. That's not bad. All right.
It's a really
What'd you
good
call
dish. Orchette.
Orecchietti. Orecchietti.
Orchette.
Orecchietti. Oh, say orecchietti.
Orchette.
There you go. All right. There you
No,
go.
I don't really care. Whatever it is, it's great. I mean, you could go spicy sausage. You could go not spicy sausage. Broccoli rabe. I think it adds a little something, a little more tang.
Great dish. Yeah,
Broccoli
great dish.
or spinach. And then the orchette does a really good job with the shape. I think on that dish, the shape is really good, and I get sausage represented. So I'm really happy with my
Very good dish. That's a very strong dish. For my 5th one, I'm gonna go with chicken fingers. No, I'm kidding. I'm not gonna go chicken fingers. Almost took a play out of the kids menu. Almost playing the kids menu there, but this is like all right. So that's a very strong pick by you with the orticchietti and the sausage. That's a very good dish. I do enjoy that quite often. Okay. I feel like now it's like I could go with anything, and I might.
Yes, it's the last pick. You go with anything.
I got to go with a move. I got to go with like a big move, maybe something that I don't really like, but like the audience is gonna like. I kind of have to, it's kind of like I
You have
don't
to
know.
go with the swing on this 10 has to be like a Giancarlo Stanton.
It does. It has to be a big swing. It really does. And I think I have something in mind, but it could be. It also could deter our fan base. I don't really know. Not really sure what cuisine our fan base is really into. So this could be kind of like a look. At this point, I kind of have to take a swing. I have to take a swing. Can't go down looking. I don't really know. Man, what do I have? Veal parm. I have spaghetti quinoa. I have lasagna, and I have steak burrito. It's a good. It's not a bad list actually. After I say it another time. Okay. I'm gonna go. What's like a good dinner dish? Trying to think of like the restaurants here. I don't really look. I am really down bad right now. I'm not gonna lie. I have no idea. Shit. I don't know, Matthew. Dinner dish. I just gotta think of something here. You know what? I'm gonna go with another Italian dish. Another Italian dish. I'm gonna go with Parpadelli Bolognese.
Which one is that one?
Parpadelli. It's like it's like the thick noodles. The thick noodles. Parpadelli.
I thought those were the flat noodles.
It's a flat noodle. It's a flat noodle.
You're just going bolognese sauce and meat sauce.
Yeah, bolognese sauce. Yeah, it's meat sauce. There's carrots. Yeah, bolognese sauce. Standard bolognese sauce that you would get in an Italian restaurant. Okay. That's what I'm going for there. I think it's a pretty safe pick. Not a bad pick.
I just think that's basic. That's not the swing. I think that's going down looking is what I think that is.
No, it's going down swinging, but it could be it's definitely a feeble swing. It's not a strong swing.
No, that's like a 2-strike approach swing, maybe.
Maybe. Yeah, it could be like an Anthony Rizzo kind of like half-ass swing. choking up on the bat, like maybe 4 inches. Yeah, it's definitely not a strong swing, but look, I tried my best. And it was still a fun time, top 5. Always a fun time, top 5. Mm-hmm. Always a good segment.
Yeah, always a good segment.
What a terrible! I'm looking at the list right now. It's really bad.
Let's see. We'll post it up. We'll see how the votes come in. We'll see how they trickle in.
LMB Spumoni part. No one. I feel like maybe one of our viewers has went to that place. I don't really know if anybody.
I'll put it as like Sicilian pizza pie.
Put like a Sicilian pie. That's like it's an upside down.
The picture of it should be Sicilian.
Sicilian, yeah.
But yeah, I think I covered. The thing is, I get credit because you could have picked a regular like New Haven style. that would have been all you. But I think the thing is, I kind of get credit for all pizza with my pick. All the pizza voters are coming to me.
Yeah, you're right. That's another. Yeah, you're right. Even if it was like you had a very specific like LMB Spumoni Gardens upside down pie, but it's still you get all the pizza voters. You're right.
All the pizza voters.
It's true. Anyways, look, that was a really bad list. So I got to really go back to the drawing board here because it's getting pretty bad for me. I think it's getting really bad.
You have to do a little more preparation. Honestly.
I do, yeah, definitely.
Next year, come back stronger.
You know what though? This is just like it's my top 5. Like it's my I like these things, right? About it. Look, whether or not the people agree with me or not, whether or not they also like the same things as I do, doesn't matter. I'm my own person. These are my top 5 dishes.
I don't honestly,
care what anybody has to say about it.
Honestly, I think this reflects a difference in how we're thinking about this. I would not put chicken quesadilla up there. I would put steak quesadilla. I don't like chicken. I would not get chicken.
Then change it.
Well, no, this is why I voted. I put my chick. I'm appealing to people.
And by the way, the stuff with you and we post the whatever it is, the poll on the Instagram, and you post it on your story. That is that's rigged. That's being rigged.
You should make a close friends.
You can't promote anything. You can't promote it because then all your followers are going to go over to, oh, Matthew posted on the story. I have to vote for Matthew. Not even looking at John's list. I'm just going to vote for Matthew because I know him. That's cheating.
You should make a close friends and post on yours.
I'm not going to do that because that's cheating. And I'm
promoting. This is promotion.
I know that I have something called integrity, Matthew, and I'm above that.
This is promoting. People are going to watch the episode as a result. I put on my close friends. People are going to watch it. Viewers, monetization, new ad deals with beauty.
Oh, we forgot to announce our new ad deal with Beauty Counter. Forgot to announce. Wait, do we still have the ad that we can run? Because I feel like we.
No, it's on the other StreamYard account. Actually.
Damn. What a shame, because we really owe Beauty Counter, because we've been, we haven't been posting many podcasts lately, and we signed that big deal. We really haven't been, promoting their products. So I feel like I
Yeah,
kind of feel bad. We haven't really, held up our end of the deal. So
absolutely. No, we have not.
yeah,
Our rep is great. Francine, our rep
she's
is
all yeah. We love Francine, great person. She's all about that clean beauty, and I respect the hell out of it. She really believes in what she preaches. And
Mhm.
Beauty Counter is a great company. I actually think I heard there might be some rumblings that it might be going under, because of maybe some rumblings of it being maybe a possible pyramid scheme. I did hear, some people say that it's a pyramid scheme. It might go under.
This is, by the way, this is a little dated news. May have gone
Okay.
past tense,
It
but
may not exist anymore. And this might be like, this might not be like a month old news, might be like 3 years old news. So I feel like this is like, this could be probably, hey, Beauty Counter, hey, whether or not it exists or not, I'm still gonna promote clean beauty. Me and Matthew are for this. Our skin looks great. I mean, look at our skin right here. Perfect. Not oil, like all like just awesome skin. We went to Florida. I didn't get sunburn at all because of what I use. So let me tell you this, Matthew. On the other hand, his back got a little toasted. Let's just put it that way.
it was okay. It
Wasn't
was
pretty
good,
fresh.
good toasting.
It was good. We got a tan, and my tan already expired. I mean, we went like a week ago. We got back 2 weeks ago almost now, and I have no tan anymore because I
Tan is,
haven't been outside in 2 weeks because the weather stinks here.
I thought it would be good for a month, but it's gone after 2 weeks.
It's gone. Yeah, it's gone. What are you gonna do? Look, we come back, and Matthew, I gotta tell you what. This has probably been the coldest winter I can remember. Right? It's like every day 25.
Well, we're so done with it. It's too much snow. I'm done with the snow. We've had enough of it.
Yeah, look, the first time it snows, I love it. It looks great outside. But then like after like the second event, and we already had two like kind of like minor events so far, I'm over it. I don't really care. I don't care.
No.
Don't care anymore.
And
Because
I
like
don't
like
6 rounds either. I like it for a day, and then it needs to be
great.
70 degrees, and it all needs to melt away.
No, because then it's like once it hangs around for a while, it gets like ugly. It gets like dirty. It's like dirt, snow. It's like it's disgusting after a while. It's nasty. Who wants to see that?
No,
It's not aesthetically pleasing at all.
really, the sequencing of events needs to be like freezing, snow, and then 90 degrees. It just all melts away. One fell swoop.
Right.
I can't have any remains, little piles here and there. It all needs to go at once.
Yeah. No, it's been a very rough, very, very brutal winter so far. I hope it changes soon. I don't think it's going to change.
I mean, I don't see.
I looked at the forecast. It looks like it's going to be 25 every single day for the next 14 days. That's what it looks
the
like.
dog days. The dog days.
It's really bad. You look now. It's like after the holidays. Now it's like I want this cold. I want it over. Like I saw yesterday a Masters commercial. Just take me to that time, April, when spring is starting up. The Masters are on. I mean, that's just like it's just like signifies the start of the spring. I love the Masters. It's great.
Yeah.
I know the weather's around the corner.
There's still a degree of novelty in January. February is terrible, and then March is the biggest scam. March is the biggest scam ever because
March is bad. It's like it's just an extension of the winter. March is the same.
And you're told, oh, it's gonna get warmer.
Yeah.
It doesn't happen in March.
Same
really
weather. Yeah, look, March it all rains too. It's like it rains pretty much like half the days. It's disgusting. It's always like 45 degrees and rain. It's just you never see the sun. You don't see the sun much of that month. So it's like, yeah, March is a scam. It is. It really is.
March needs to go. March would be like last, probably behind February on my ranking. Maybe that's what we should do. Month ranking next.
That'll be, yeah. Look, I think that the best month, I think, in my opinion, is probably May or September, probably.
No, not September. Give me May.
No, give me May, but like September is like still nice weather. Football starts.
Yeah, it's good, and you have hockey and basketball.
School starts. I think that's pretty exciting. If you go to college or whatever, it's still an exciting time. I think May is great. I think April's pretty good too. April's pretty strong.
I think June is really strong.
June is good. Yeah, July is
finals, and then you have nice weather. It's not too hot. It's not over.
June is pretty good. I have to admit, June's a pretty good month.
June is good. And I think December's solid.
No, December's all. I mean, December I think is probably my second favorite month outside of May, probably. Yeah, because the holidays are great.
I'm not a big October guy. I think November's better.
But now it's like I'm over. I'm honestly like I know Christmas doesn't end until whatever it is, the Epiphany, or something.
January. I mean, then the
well, tomorrow. No, tomorrow's the last day, Sunday, right?
No, January 6th.
So once after January 6th, and another thing actually happened on January 6th, we all know about. Right?
Indeed.
We'll go there, but after it ends, I'm done. Like I'm over the trees. I'm over the decor. Like, come on, I'm done. I'm over this shit. The music, I can't listen to music anymore. Christmas. I'm so over it. It's so like done. So done.
I'm still okay with it through the 6th.
I'm not. I'm okay. I stopped honestly. Like I know
still up or no?
The official season doesn't end until the 6th, but like I stopped listening to music after the day. I'm done.
Okay, interesting.
Yeah,
Is your stuff in your house still up?
it's still up. Yeah, we follow the until the
Okay.
6th, and we'll bring it down.
We took it
But
down today because we're leaving tomorrow. We took it down today, a little premature. But some people, I don't know, they take it down the day of, the day after. That's
no, you
not
can't do that. No, it's still Christmas season though. It's still like New Year. Yeah, it's still Christmas season. Yeah, of course it's still the holiday season. But like after the 6th, after the insurrection on the 6th, it's over. You know.
right. Fair enough. Fair enough.
So
Uh,
Matthew, what are your thoughts on Madero being taken over by the United States?
well, it's interesting. Interesting
Hey, we're
to
gonna bring some new segment, politics.
I hate when they bring the politics into
Yeah,
sport.
we all hate it when they bring politics into sports, but we're gonna do it tonight.
I guess yeah, bonus section.
Bonus
Hey, you know
segment.
what? You know, I like it. I think it's mixed. I think it's very mixed, and this is going to play well. Everyone's going to, some people from both sides are going to like my answer. I think it's mixed. I think it's pretty cool the way that they did it, and they did it effectively, and that they have the oil, and I think that's cool. And Maduro is very oppressive. At the same time, the motivations are a little suspicious to me, and
Look at the banner. Look at the banner.
the motivations are suspicious to me, and I don't think that we should be like running the country forever.
Yeah, look, I think that it was obviously a very successful mission. We went in there and captured them, I think, within like 90 minutes, which is like really impressive. I mean, obviously, we have the best military in the world. That's what this proves.
Good reminder of that. Yeah.
Good reminder, to the whole world. I think it's a message to the whole world that we have the best military. We can perform operations like this, like we saw last night. But for us to kind of control it, like I don't really want our troops like down there controlling the situation and easing tensions. We all know now that it's kind of like kind of chaos there because like no one's in control. Is there any law going on? Is there any as you said, Matthew, the gangs are probably running Venezuela right now, which is kind of scary for the people there. I hope everyone's safe there. I know that many obviously most of the people were in favor of Madero, getting that regime falling. I understand that. But for us I don't think it's our responsibility to be kind of like the world police kind of and Trump says whatever, like it's going to be, we're going to control that land until it's settled down, until they have a determined leader, until the next leader takes. But like, how are they going to determine that? Like, who's going to determine that? How is the next regime even going to come about?
Right.
These
Yeah.
are questions that like I don't know if anybody has the answer to them, right?
And
Like, who has the
concrete
answer to these
answers,
questions?
right, are given.
So like I feel like it's very right now it's a gray area right now. We have no idea how this is going to turn out, but I don't want our troops on the ground there.
Well, I
And
think
I want that.
Venezuelans should be running Venezuela, and I don't think that's that controversial. I
No,
think
yeah, but like it's just like how are they going to like okay, dictator fell, who's going to be the next leader? How do you even determine that? I don't even know how that works.
make sure that there's a secure election, and if another communist is elected, then I would rig the results. I guess.
Well, look, Madero was never elected. If you actually look at the results, he
I
actually
know.
lost big
Yeah,
time.
he lost all those. No, he won. Initially, he won.
You know, he did, but like in 20, whatever it was, I think it was 2020, the next one, he lost by a landslide, and he was still in power. It's like, you know what? The election is just like a suggestion. It's whatever, We're still gonna be in charge, and fuck what the people have to say. Fuck that. I mean, it's actually crazy when you really think about it. It's crazy. It's like, why even hold an election? It's a waste of time at that
Yeah,
point.
it's funny.
It's funny. It is funny. Yeah.
It's funny. Yeah, it's not right. I mean, he was very oppressive. I think people who are saying like, oh, who are not like celebrating it are not celebrating it for like the wrong reasons. I think he's very oppressive, and some people like 90% of the country is in poverty, and that's
what I found really funny is like Mamdani said that he called up Trump just to tell him that he opposes the takeover. Like Trump probably laughed in his face. Like, why does that matter? Why does Mamdani's opinion matter? Why does that matter? Trump, what is Trump gonna like? What do you think? How do you think Trump responds to that? Probably just like, okay, I don't really care. Okay,
yeah,
great.
I know, probably.
Yeah, thanks for telling me your opinion. Yeah, probably.
Yeah, right. I think that might be part of the problem. I mean, I think he's opposing it because it was a communist, socialist, whatever. It was
Yeah, he is. Yeah,
leader, right? But,
I think that's gonna be interesting, but I think that we can't look to take over. Like, we can't look to go in Mexico now and take like we can't look to do that because I saw Trump did allude to that a little bit. You can't go into like Cuba. I guess you can do the same thing in Cuba. It's pretty weak leadership.
Colombia.
You could do, but like to look to do this to like multiple countries, it's like a waste of time, I think. And I think that we should be focusing on other issues rather
Yeah,
than.
I think
Now, would it be nice?
best
Would it be
scenario.
nice if the world was free of communist leaders? Sure, it would be. But is that really feasible without facing repercussions from other countries like Russia and China? I don't think it's feasible. No, it's
Right.
not. Eventually, like these countries are going to retaliate, and I
Mhm.
think China was already because I think China actually still had officials in Venezuela when we attacked them.
Yeah, I saw
So
just
that timing was definitely not a coincidence. I think we did that on
mhm.
purpose, to send them a message, obviously, and they're going to be very upset now because now we're taking over a lot of oil, the reserves in Venezuela, and I think China doesn't like that. Obviously, they don't like us gaining, our economy improving because of that. They don't like that fact because other countries that they're affiliated with sell us oil, so that's going to lead to us buying less oil from Saudi Arabia, countries that they're allied with. So they don't like that. We're taking over the reserves there. So eventually, look, if you keep doing stuff like this, you're going to face retaliation. I don't think it's gonna. I don't think we're gonna face any yet. But if you look to go into other countries, eventually it's going to catch up to you. I think, and I think we should be focused on other things.
Yeah, I think ideally just I honestly hope to establish a good leader, whatever that looks like, and then just take the oil. That's what I want. So
No, I think it's awesome. I think you're gonna see gas at like maybe $2 a gallon, maybe even less than that soon.
I mean that would be great. That would be
I think it's great for the people. It has a direct effect on the people, which I like. That's what I always look for. How does it affect my life, right? How is
yeah.
taking Madero affect my life? Lower gas prices. Love it. Love the move instantly.
Okay, fair enough.
But that's how I look at it. Like I woke up, I saw the news. I'm like, okay, how is this going to affect my day-to-day life? Okay, paying less for gas works for me. I know it's like a selfish way to think about things, but like really though, how is this gonna affect the American people? And
I
making the
don't know.
American dream
I
more
don't know if
possible.
it's actually gonna. I think in all likelihood they're just gonna export a
No,
lot of gas.
yes and no, but I think so. Look, we'll see. I think it's not gonna increase the price of gas. I mean, I think that
Uh,
we're gonna have they're probably gonna end up exporting a lot of it, but I think it's gonna do some. I think the price is gonna go down. I think it is. I think that's just like a kind of like a you know pretty understandable effect of what's gonna happen there. But I think look, right now, I think you got to focus on issues here. There's a lot of issues that we still face here. I'm not going to go into them fully, but a lot of issues, and we got to just look. He has 3 years left in his administration, and it's time he focuses on making the American dream more possible for kids like us, our generation, and
mhm.
go from there. And stop spending money on foreign. Let look, and people are saying, well, Iran might be next. Let Israel do that. I don't really like. Why do we have to send them all these, jets and aircraft? Like, let them do it. They're rich enough. They have a good enough military. Let them take care of it themselves. That's my take on the matter. They want to take over that regime. Let them do it themselves. Why do we have to help them?
Yeah, I think it's Iran is very oppressive towards Israel, and yeah, I don't know. I think it's interesting. Yeah, I just want less foreign meddling.
Yeah.
Overall, I agree. A lot of problems here. But I mean, then you have something like this, and it kind of changes my mind. Where it's like, okay, we did it. If we did it like swiftly and properly, and we take the oil as a result, like maybe foreign involvement and like American galactic imperial.
Oh yeah, look, I think isolationism I think is a bad idea because if you don't care about anything what's going on abroad, I think you're gonna be a poor like you're not gonna you're not gonna end up better as a result. But I think that to be it really depends on like look, I think that what they did today was good, and it's not starting a new war because the war's over. Before when we woke up, the war was over. Venezuela fell, right? I mean, they're not going to fight back in any capacity. So it's not
Yes.
he didn't start a new war today. Um, but with the foreign meddling, it's different when you send a lot of money to a country and keep sending them. Like that's foreign meddling. This is just a whole different situation. It's a whole different ball game. I think it's apples and oranges. But if you look, they've had now the United States. They bombed Iran's nuclear facility. That was a success. The Madero takeover. Sorry, my throat's getting very scratchy. I hope I'm not getting a cold here because that's very concerning. Oh boy, there could be some people behind this. Look, I've got Matthew. I'm in shambles. I've gotten sick the past like three sicknesses the past 2 weeks. I'm in shambles here. I mean,
Who
really,
wants you to be sick? That's the question you have to ask yourself.
I don't know, Matthew. I don't really know. I think a
Yeah.
lot of people want me I think after this gets posted, I'm gonna get another common cold, or maybe even something worse, God forbid. But
Yeah.
I think it's time we end the podcast because I can barely talk. My throat is scratchy.
That's fair enough. We said we were going 30 minutes to 40 minutes. We ended up going an hour, 10 minutes. Typical Empire Sports of Mind fashion.
Yeah, of course. Look, it would be nothing. It wouldn't be an Empire Sports of Mind if we weren't elite over an hour. This honestly, like every podcast goes over an hour at this
It's
point.
just a convo. It's a convo. Whoever tunes in happens to tune in. I don't know how many people are going to be listening now. I feel like we could say
if I was on like a 2-hour car ride, I would. This would be so entertaining to me. Just us bullshitting about nonsense.
It would be. We should get a primetime.
We should get a primetime slot. I think we would do much better than I see this guy on Fox News now at 4 p.m. Will Kane. Just show our podcast instead. That guy, what does that guy know? Will Kane. Have you seen this new show? It's terrible.
It's the 4 p.m. slot. Empire Sports.
Look, it's not an ideal spot, but it's still a slot. And people, guess what, Matthew? It's not a 4 a.m. It's a 4 p.m. People are actually awake, and some people would watch that, right?
Yeah.
So it's not a bad idea. I think Fox News should consider it, especially now that we're talking about politics. They're probably not, you know what though, with our ideologies, they're probably not gonna allow us on there. For other reasons.
No, you gotta say what you want. You really got to be a mouthpiece for, I guess, the Trump administration. You really got to be agreeing with.
It really, like, it's so sad what legacy media has turned into. It's like CNN, you have to talk, you have to bash Trump the entire time.
Yeah.
Fox News, you have to praise him. Everything he does is great. There's no like middle line anymore. It's very sad.
No, there's no news. Is not news. News is
news. It's opinion.
News is opinions all the time. So. It's tough. It's tough to watch.
It's tough because like everything you see now on like X, it's like I don't believe anything anymore. I don't believe anything.
It's like all these pictures. It looks very real. Like, even the Maduro picture, it's like, oh, this is AI. I'm like, oh, I don't even. It looks like.
Was it AI? The one of
one of him in the blindfold. But there was one where he's like an ICE agent on both sides, and that one was AI. It looks so.
It was really okay. Wow,
interesting. Like a suit, but he wasn't a suit.
Interesting. Well, Matthew, now he's in our home state, New York.
He's here. He's with Diddy. He's with Diddy.
That's Diddy. Yeah, look. Diddy, man. Hey, Maduro better watch his back. I'll say that. You got to sleep with your back against the wall tonight, Maduro, right?
You know what goes on in those prisons.
A lot of bad stuff happens, I think. A lot of bad stuff.
Oh yeah, I wouldn't want to end up in one.
No, I don't plan on ending up in one of those.
Yeah.
Unless you're gonna host some Diddy parties, I don't think you plan on it.
Then I'll be okay. I'll be okay.
Well, by the way, what's happening with Diddy? Is he on trial? Is he on trial currently right now?
No, he has 3 more years or 2 more years.
Before the trial?
No, but he got sentenced. Like, he got sentenced.
Oh, you're right. I forgot. Yes, I totally forgot about that. I totally
4 years he got.
Very, very light. Good for him. Really? Justice was served, as some would say.
I mean, not really. He killed Tupac too. That's what you say. I don't know, but
yeah. Look. P. Diddy. By the way, he has good music. I have to say, like every single song that he's featured in, pretty fire. Like Coming Home.
What songs?
I'm coming home. I'm coming home.
That one's good.
Couldn't name you another one.
It's one good song. Yep, I like that song.
He has to be. Let me look up right now. Sean Diddy Combs.
Best songs.
No, he's got to have some other good songs.
I can name 3. That song.
Notorious B.I.G.
What?
Notorious B.I.G.
He's on that song?
Yeah.
Really?
It's a great song.
I didn't know he was on that song.
Oh, Bad Boy for Life. Great song.
That's a good song.
Because we're bad.
The Yankees used to use that song. They don't use it.
Yeah, it's a great song.
Because of the Diddy allegation.
Diddy is, I think, look, you can say what you want about him. And did Diddy probably ruin several people's lives? Yes. But at the same time, there were a lot of people at those parties that didn't face any ounce of discipline. So I feel like it's kind of like, it's not a fair game at that point. When you have all these people attending it, but they're just not even getting a slap in the wrist at that point, it's like they're not being reprimanded for it. So, like, yeah, let them. All right, fine. 3 years is kind of fair to me at that point.
Right, and that's what they got him for. I feel like the things that they could get him for, though, are a lot more. Like,
it's just hard to prove.
I happen to believe that he had a lot.
Were they trying to get him for sex trafficking?
No, all they got him was for transportation.
But no, that they were trying for sex trafficking. That's just impossible to prove.
Prostitution's all they got him for. It's not really not that. Look, I think he's done a lot worse things in his life.
And look, guess what?
I think he killed Tupac. That's my thing. But I don't know. You could look into it. He definitely had something.
He killed Pop Smoke too. You think Pop Smoke was another one that he killed?
Probably not.
By the way, I want to say just rest in peace, Pop Smoke. I really miss. I wish he was still around because his music was great. I think he was great. That song, Hello, is a great song. Sorry, it was.
I don't think it's a great song. I think Aaron Judge has made it a great song.
No, it's a great song. It's a sensational song. Sensational song. I think it's phenomenal. I
Really?
think that look, I wish he was still pumping out music because I think it would have got better as his career evolved. The music that he was pumping out, I think would have got better. It's a shame. I think Mac Miller was a terrible loss. I think all these people that died were terrible. I mean, look, it's just like when you take drugs, when you get involved in gangs, shit happens. That's the unfortunate reality.
Yes. Yes. That's why you
Stay in school, and if you don't go to school, go to trade school. Maybe go, enroll in the military, right? That's another
Mhm.
good option.
Yeah, don't
Um,
join a gang. Don't
don't join a gang. That's Empire Sports of Mine endorsed idea.
Take
Do
one.
not join gangs.
Mhm.
Don't do
Yeah,
it.
yeah, a lot of losses. I don't know. Actually, I don't think the losses are that big. Take off, take off.
No, Mac Miller was a good. He had a lot of good music,
I
Matthew.
don't know. I just know the spins. I don't know any other one.
There's better music than that. That's not even his best. That's not even close to being his best song.
I just know the spins. I don't know.
Look up 2009, great song.
I'll have to listen to it after the.
Look up 2009. Look up that song that goes da 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 da. 1, 2, 3. What's the song? Let him in. I don't know, but I'll send you all these all the good pieces that he had. He had some good pieces.
Juice World.
Oh, another really tragic, right? Tragic.
Well, that was stupid. I mean, that was on him.
What was the overdose? Was it?
Well, no, he got caught. He was going through airport security. He got caught with like 20 Percocets. He got caught. I don't know how.
Oh wait,
they
he's
didn't
not
arrest
dead.
him.
Is he not dead?
They knew he was. What?
Is he still alive?
No, he's dead. He got caught with 20 Percocets. I guess they knew he was a rapper. They're gonna let him off easy.
Yeah.
But he couldn't. He still couldn't bring it into the airport. But he didn't want the Percocets to go to waste, so he popped all 20 Percocets and he overdosed.
Yeah. Look, I mean, I respect him because I do respect that move to a certain extent because hey, no, Matthew, he didn't let it go to waste. He didn't throw it out. He didn't let it go. He didn't let it go to waste.
He didn't want it to go to waste.
No, he didn't. Look, I respect that. I respect that to a certain degree. Because he must have thought of like all the people that would like kill for a Percocet. And it's like, I can't throw this out. It's a great drug. Plenty of people would kill to have Percocet. Might as well have it all to myself, right? And not let it go to waste. And he faced the consequences.
I mean, my
Very
question in
tragic
this
way.
whole thing is: you get caught in a federal airport with 20 Percocets, they don't arrest you, or they don't make sure that you don't just engulf them. Like, well,
Yeah.
I guess.
Wait, Mike. Yeah. Did he like? My question is, like, they're like, okay, we call you with this Percocet. You have to dispose of it, or wouldn't they dispose of it? Wouldn't they dispose of it?
Yeah, I have no idea. I'm just telling you it happened.
That is
Maybe
questionable.
I don't know.
How do you get away with that?
Hmm?
How do you like get away with like taking like how did nobody like
people
were you, like go to the bathroom?
they knew he was juice. They knew he was juice. He was gonna get away with it.
Like, okay, we'll give it back to you. That's what they said.
Yeah, like you gotta do something with this. You
And he
can't
kind of like went to the bathroom, and that's where all hell broke loose in the bathroom.
I think like he died on the plane or something.
It's really tragic to think about. He probably had a family. I mean, it's sad, very sad.
XXX. Your thoughts on XXX?
What is his name? What's his name? Testosterone.
Yeah, XXX Tentacion.
Testosterone. What is it?
Yeah, whatever it is. I'd actually I think it's Tentacion or something. That's not it.
I think it is. What are some of it? I gotta go through his songs. This is a great conversation.
Dead rappers.
We're talking about really important stuff right now. What are some of these songs? Moonlight, Fuck Love, Bad, Rip Roach?
No, Sad. Sad is real. You've heard of Sad. Sad.
What is that one?
You've heard of it. Play it.
Let's see. I could play it. I don't know if you guys. Oh, it's great.
You've never heard of this one?
It's a good song. Not bad.
You've heard of it, right?
What? I have, yes.
That's the only one I know.
I think it's a big loss. All these losses are like just really big. I think it's very sad to think about. It's something that you like, right now it's 12:30 in the morning. And it's like things like this where you really think about these topics and how tragic
you missed the takeoffs. Rip Takeoff.
Rip Takeoff, yeah, really. He was off to really. He was just on pace for a great career. It really is a shame.
Well, he was with the Migos, right? That was what he was.
Yeah, the Migos. You're right. Absolutely, yeah. The Migos. I actually saw one of the Migos at my school, Quavo.
Quavo's my favorite one, I would say.
Is he? I gotta be honest. When I saw him, it was funny. He came on, so they have like a couple, obviously some like whatever you call the pregame performers. What do you call those? Openers, whatever. They had a couple openers. And then when Quavo actually made his way onto the stage at my school, I didn't know it was him. I had to I had to like turn to my friend and say, "Is that Quavo? Is that Quavo?" I had to like make sure and confirm. That's how you know he's not that good of a fucking guest. That's how you know when I had to confirm my friend if that's really him on the stage or not. I mean, that's how you know it's like not a great performer that you're seeing because you would
No,
know
it's
right away if it was a good
not
performer.
great. I don't know. I'm not a big fan of any of the Migos individually, but as a group, I think they're solid.
I think no, I think Quavo had probably the best features. Like he had that "Congratulations" was a great
Oh,
feature.
that's him. You're right. Right.
What was another one? Pure Water is a good one. That's Migos. That's just a Migos
That's
song. Pure
Migos.
Water.
Right? Yeah.
Ice Chain, Pure. That's a great song. Congratulations, Post Malone's a great song.
Yeah.
By the way, but can we talk about how Post Malone he went away from like this rap kind? He was kind of like rappy, poppy. Now he's like country. Like I hate this new Post Malone. I think it's terrible.
He's like stealing from Jelly Roll a little bit. They look right there. Don't they
And
look?
Shabuzi too. And Shabuzi for that
Well,
matter.
Shabuzi's different because Shabuzi's like black.
I think Shabuzi's horrible. I think he's like an industry plan. I think we talked about this before.
I actually like Shabu. I think he's okay.
What Tipsy? Is that
Like
his only song?
solid.
Hey, by the way, he also does the Thursday Night Football theme song, Shabuzi.
Yes, it's good.
He's like, we have to let him know. It's a good song. But like Matthew, that song, it sounds like Tipsy, no? Does it not sound
Oh
like
yeah, it's a very similar. Well, I don't like that about a lot of the people today. They all have the same sound.
the same sounds? Yeah.
Right.
I
We
gotta say,
talked about it with Morgan Wallen. It's like all the same.
Morgan Wallen, I could listen to Morgan Wallen for a good 25, 30 minutes, and then after that, I kind of get sick of his act. It's kind of like
I think 25 minutes is very generous because I could give you 3 songs. That's 9 minutes right there.
I think the most based artist right now, musical artist, is Sabrina Carpenter. Is the most based, I think, artist right now.
Most based. I mean, yeah, I think that's the green light. The green light.
It's the green light. It's the green flag. Very green flag. The biggest green flag. If you like Sabrina Carpenter, then yeah, you just I'll just marry me on the spot at that point. You know what I mean?
Right. Yeah. Well, it's just a lot of fans. But
I saw the famous Feather Church today. Great spectacle. They actually had it open for the first time today, and
really?
I gotta tell you what, it's a beautiful church. I'm happy that she got to honor that church in such a great way in her music video.
Yeah.
And by the way, for all the backlash that Monsignor faced for hosting, for allowing her to use that church, she brought in so much money for that church. So maybe be thankful that that he took on that he actually he look, the parish made so much money from that move. So why get mad at the guy? Why have the guy face the repercussions of that? They made so much money.
He should have had some oversight. It was sacrilegious. It shouldn't have been.
Well, no, was it sacrilegious? Yes, but she paid him whoever paid her agent probably paid the parish so much money to have her be able to be filmed to film in that church. The parish made so much money; it's a profitable move. So why not
just be something not sacrilegious?
Yeah, no, I agree. I think the song obviously in itself it's not a good look for the church. I think she wasn't there filming that church to honor the church. It was obviously to bash it and to criticize. But I just think I think it's maybe he should face maybe like a slap in the wrist. But
yeah, I agree.
I think it was they went way too much with it because he actually made the church a lot of money from that. So
I mean, that is a really interesting rabbit hole. I wrote about it last year in my student newspaper. The rabbit hole of how that actually leads to Monsignor Jamie, widespread fraud in the Brooklyn whatever.
Yeah.
And then also you get to Mayor Adams from that. I forget the direct connection, but you get the Mayor Adams specifically from that.
Yeah. No, Mayor Adams is he was was like any politician corrupt, right? He had to get a pardon, obviously. He was, tied. I think he was tied in with the mafia. He was tied in a lot of things. That guy, Mayor Adams, he was corrupt. He was not a bad mayor. I would say, I would rank him. I would rate his mayoral, his 4 years as maybe a 6 out of 10 because he did bring down crime. He wasn't that bad.
It was good. It's good.
But
yeah,
I kind of he kind of irked me. Just like his voice is annoying. He's like, I'm gonna have whiskey. What are you gonna do tonight, Mayor Adams? I'm gonna have whiskey and a cigar. Like, shut up, please.
I think bar was low. He exceeded the bar. That's all
he did. Yeah, look, and guess what? The bar look, he should have done, obviously, he did better than de Blasio, but that's not saying much, right? It's not really saying much because de Blasio was probably, with Dinkins, the worst mayor in New York City that he's ever had. Dinkins, he was a really bad mayor, too. By the way, Matthew, he was a socialist, too. I don't know if you knew this.
Oh, really? Didn't know that.
He was a democratic socialist. Was he as extreme as Mamdani? No. but he was a part of the. It was well known that he was a part of the Democratic Socialist Party, and he gave a speech at the Socialist Convention in 1990. I don't know if you knew that. Just another fun. You learned something new tonight, I guess.
Yep.
He was a bad mayor. Dinkins was really bad. He was pretty bad.
Dinkins struggled out there.
He struggled out of the gate. He really
struggled out there, no doubt about it. But I'm hopeful for Zora. I don't know. What am I supposed to root against him?
But look, I think that right now it's like everyone's like doom and gloom, and what is really going to change? Like, does he really have power to really pass anything he wants to pass? He has no power, right? You need the approval. Most of the stuff that he wants to pass, you need the approval of the governor. Now, is Hochul going to give in to his demands?
Like crime, it has an impact though, because he might
Yeah. I think crime is you're probably going to see like a slight tick, which is unfortunate, but it's a reality. But other than that, it's like I'm hoping for the best. I love New York City.
You have to be. Right.
Obviously, it's where you reside, right? I mean, you're hoping for the best. And I really pray for the city, and I hope that. I just think that everyone being doom and gloom, it's just like, just stop being. Everyone's so negative, and it's just like, oh, this guy. It's like, give him a chance. I think give him a chance. I understand his ideals are very extreme, especially if you're somebody that's a Republican like we are. It's very extreme. Even like if you're a Democrat, it's like very extreme. He directly quoted Karl Marx in his inauguration speech. That's very scary. Very scary that he directly quoted that. Not what you want for a mayor, but give him a chance. I think.
Yes.
At least he was focused on affordability and issues that people that would help people directly. At least he was focused on those issues, I think, which is pretty promising.
Fair enough. Yeah. Look, I'm hopeful. I'm not going to root against him. We'll see.
We'll see what happens. As for that, it's like we have the midterms this year, right? Midterms. I think you're going to see a big swing in the Democrats' favor. I think.
Yeah.
Come November, because the Republicans run terrible candidates.
True.
I think a race that you have to keep an eye on is the Ohio governor race. That's a really important race. Will Vivek win? Don't know. I think the polls are not in his favor. I think if you actually look at the most recent polls, I think he's actually losing in the most recent one. So not really good. Ohio's it's a very strong Republican. It's pretty solid red at this point. For him to lose that race would be very embarrassing, I think.
No, I don't know. I mean, the primary's not done yet, so I think the primary might be more.
I think he's gonna be the candidate, though. I think
he's gonna be the candidate.
Okay. Yeah, there's not really anybody else running, and he's getting all the. I think he's getting all the money. So
that's what it really comes down to.
Yeah. Right. I mean, he's rich. He's a rich guy, so he's gonna have enough money.
Yeah, we'll see. No, I don't know. You're right. It's a good indicator for how if you're losing Ohio, then you have other problems on your hands.
Yeah, we'll see what happens. As for the president, I think adding politics to the show is going to do us wonders. We can talk about the presidential, 2028 soon, and go into the candidates there.
Yes, sure.
It's going to be very interesting. Very interesting. Look, another great episode of Empire Sports and Mind. Another great episode.
Yep.
When is it not? It's always a great time.
Hour 28. It's supposed to be 30 minutes.
I hope everyone's made it.
That's how we roll.
That's how we roll. Just spewing nonsense the entire time. Just talking about whatever comes to mind. But that's how a real podcast should operate, though. Because when you get too scripted, that's when the podcast becomes stale and dry. It's just like rehearsed answers, and it's not as good. It's not as good.
You're right.
This is directly what's coming from the top of our heads. Unscripted, no teleprompter. We can assure you that. No teleprompter. And I think it just produces the best content at the end of the day.
Ends up with you end up with good content.
So it's great. So
yeah, well, I think episode. That's good. Thank you for listening. If you made it this far, I mean, you got to let us know. You got to text one of us if you made it this far.
If you made it this far, if you text me or Matthew, we'll Venmo you $5 if you made it this far.
We'll Venmo you $5. Sure. Let us know.
Yeah, let us know if you made it this far and text. I want that $5 that you promised us. I'll Venmo you that.
Yep. I don't think we're gonna get any text.
The first person that does that texts me or Matthew, we're gonna Venmo you $5 because you deserve it. If you made it this far, you deserve it. Quite frankly.
Mm-hmm.
So.
Yep. All right.
Another great episode, Matthew. We actually didn't talk any Knicks in this hour and 30 minutes.
That's besides the point.
It is. It's still very early in the season now. 3-game losing streak. I think they're going to bounce back. They'll be fine. They'll be fine. I haven't been watching because they've overlapped yesterday with the Rangers today. Watch Miracle on Ice. It's just too bad. By the way, great movie. That Herb Brooks is. I mean, that's Whoever played Herb Brooks, great, phenomenal actor. I don't know who it was, but a great
Who was
actor.
it? Kurt something. Kurt.
That is a fun. I love that movie so much. It gets me fired up. It gets me jacked
That
up.
was really.
Was that the
fired.
first? Was that the first time that your brother watched it?
He didn't like it. It was terrible.
What? Really?
It's 2 hours 15 minutes. He didn't have appreciation for it. That's what I want to say.
We watched Wedding Crashers tonight.
Oh, really? Interesting.
Have you ever watched that movie?
I think I have. Not
Great
a lot.
movie. Vince Vaughn, Owen Wilson.
Right, Vince. Yeah, it's like all.
By the way,
all like recycled actors, all these same movies.
no, but
yeah,
Matthew, the comedy movies in the early 2000s, nothing comes close to those movies. They're so funny. They're great.
yeah.
Like Old School is the best. I think it's Old School. You got to watch The Hangover. that is a great movie.
I gotta watch Hangover.
You're gonna love it. It's so good.
Gotta watch it.
It's a great movie.
Yeah. All right. Well, great episode.
Great episode as always.
Thank you to everyone. We'll see.
Thank you. Hey, Venmo is still on the table. Text me or Matthew. Oh my god, my throat is really good. I think I'm really coming down with something. This is bad. It's so scratchy. I need to rest my voice. Man, I don't know. Look, I don't know who's behind this, but it's somebody. They want me dead, Matthew. They want me dead. What a shame.
Okay. Yep. Thank you.
Thank you guys. As always, we'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you for watching and making it this far.